Hi, this is a Pokemon Emerald run. I had a little bit of trouble because I was trying to add rare candies to the game. Uh, Never mind. I actually still need to add another code here. I already got a Mudkip, so we're already at that stage. Um, yeah. Let's try to figure this out. Then I'll remove this one. Well, let's go here and save. Okay. And let's check the Pokemon Center here. Here we go. Perfect. So not only let me draw out two, really? Let's try to, it's like 500 or so. That should be good for now. Okay, so with this run, at some points, I'm going to use a damage calculator. And I am also going to be using a kind of device here that's going to help me track my encounters. Because with the leaf green run, things got a little tad bit messy. So with that said, I can't actually buy Pokeballs here. That's because I have to fight over here first. So I'll level Mudkip up to like level 10. And we'll go ahead and do this fight here. Because I don't currently have any Pokeballs. I'm not allowed to buy any. That is a lot of rare candies. May went just a tad bit overkill there, but that's okay. So that was a very easy rival fight. One of the few rival fights that I would actually count as a wipe if we lost, since we have the right to level up our Mons first for that particular fight. Okay. Oh, you didn't heal us? It's crazy. There you go. That's a lot better. So for this first route, there's probably something to be said for trying to actually do the other route first. Because here you can get Poochyena, Winkle, Zigzagoon. Getting Wurmple is actually probably not the worst thing, because then I can go and increase the chances for a Shroomish, Slackoth, or Tailo, which are probably much better overall encounters than Linoon or Poochyena. So with that said, I think Wurmple is actually perfectly fine here, if we get it. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go to the Pokemart here. Get like 10 Pokeballs. That way we get the Premier Ball 2. And that's fine. So now we're in Route 102. Sweet. So we'll go ahead and put down a Zigzagoon and a Poochyena here. And for Route 102, we can get Route C. Wurmple. I do still think that there is something to be said for getting a Wurmple here so that we increase our odds elsewhere. Okay. Can Ralts get teleport here? Because Ralts is a crazy encounter. It's like 4%. But I'm pretty sure Ralts can get teleport. Do any of these have the actual movesets? Okay, so nothing yet. Good. Very, very good. That's probably the spiciest encounter we could possibly get here. Gardevoir is a solid Pokemon. I was worried this was going to be a case where it gets teleport, though, and then we just get nothing. I'm not going to lie. That was a concern for me. I'm going to skip around here. I would still like to get a Tailo, if Tailo's on the table, for one of these upcoming routes. Oh, I need to turn shift mode off, actually. Okay. That wound up being a lot more dangerous than it had to be. So now Wally's gonna get a routes too. Now, I don't remember, how do you get the different fishing rods in Emerald? Dewford gem. So Dewford, Route 118, and north of the Space Center. So those are currently not on the table here. Okay. Those are the only encounters in Petalburg. So then for Route 104, our options are Talo, Wingle, or Wurmple. Maybe Merrill as well. I'm not exactly sure if that's a terrestrial encounter or not. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and rare candy the other Mons up to level 7. Because that's going to allow us to possibly switch to weaken a Pokemon if we need to. Makes us a lot more flexible. Get Talo. Very nice. The good news is we got Talo, which is a really, really good encounter. It's an encounter we definitely want. But bad news is this pretty much locks us into getting a Wurmple for our first encounter up here, which, you know, can't really be helped. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and fight her, just so I don't have to do it later. What's our first level cap, by the way? It's gonna be level 15. Okay. So I'm gonna put in Talo for here. And then Anorith or Low Leap. So I can't get Seedot in Rustboro. Very cool, very cool. Okay. So we're just gonna go through here. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. It's okay, I'll never use it. Got kind of a mini boss fight here, even though this guy is not going to be that crazy. And we dupes claws on Poochyena. We get more Poochyenas. Interesting. So we didn't get the Shroomish that I was really pining for, but that's all right. Or I guess Slack Off would actually be the best encounter there. Shroomish and Slack Off are both good. I'm just not exactly sure which is the ideal encounter. Let's level up Taylor to like level 10. Bring it with me here. Okay, very nice. So I gotta expect that there's gonna be some kind of patch of grass, because it did say that C-Dot was an encounter we get here. Does that just mean there's a trainer that will trade it to us though? Because that is actually pretty likely. Well, we got HM cut. That's pretty useful. I didn't realize that we'd be getting it there. I'm usually not much for exploring these games. There's got to be either a patch of grass here or else a trade here. Okay, Quick Claw. Oh, no. No. Not doing that. Yeah, I didn't know about that trade. Okay. So we're gonna get Beautifly from that. I'm just gonna bring a whole team at level 15 because this fight is gonna be pretty rough. The nose pass is very strong, even with our Mudkip, because the rest of our team is just not built for this fight. And the nose pass is gonna be a threat, because nose pass takes damage for days in this fight. mean, yeah, Routes is doing absolutely nothing in this fight. So that's, you know, a reassuring thing. And in the cave up there, I think all we can get is Whismers. So that is not super great either. So Roxanne has 2 Geodudes and a Nosepass. I know for a fact that I can easily handle the Geodudes with Mudkip. The problem is the Nosepass, but I'm pretty sure I can still handle the Nosepass with Mudkip. So we're just going to go for it. See, I think Nosepass gets Seismic Toss, so that's why it's like a threat. Because it doesn't really take that much to do a whole lot with Seismic Toss. It's like a 3-hit KO. But it seems like we made it out of there just fine. And we get Mudshot for it, our troubles. I'll go ahead and put Cut on probably Zigzagoon. Get rid of Tail Whip on it. And we got that gym badge. So let's go ahead and place this here. Okay, Rustboro City, we're not going to get anything from that. So change that. It is Wingull and Trico. So Route 105 is going to be over here. That's Route 106, so this is Route 115. We don't have anything we can really do here yet. But I'll go grab that item. It's a super potion. Okay. Go over here. This is Route 116. So what do we see here? Abra, Nincada, Skitty, Whismer. Well, if we get Whismer, that's actually a big problem because it'll be a dupe for Rusturf. So I actually want to use a Repel to go through that area so that I don't wind up costing myself an encounter. I'll get like 10 of these. I want to go to the tunnel because that way I get the Whismer, and that way the Dupe's Claws will help me get a chance at an Abra, more so than potentially cost me an encounter because of the Whismer. I'm going to switch to Talo. And really, I should just have Talo out at this stage. Well, now I'm not going to put Talo out. I'm probably going to put Beautifly out because of the paralysis there. Yeah, that Still does enough. Yeah, what I'm trying to do here is just smart routing, which I usually struggle with. But in this case, it seems like I had a decent idea. So repel wears off. Now we can go pick up our Whismer and then get our other encounter. I could do it that way, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to throw the Premier Ball. Good. That gets us a Whismer. See, Dupe's Claws on the Whismer. Oh, I wish I could go and get a, I wish I could get Great Balls. Because this Abra, if I get Abra encounter, it's gonna be very, very annoying. Because Abras in the wild always like to run away. What I'm doing here is I'm getting some Premier Balls. I think, if I remember correctly, Premier Balls are as effective as Great Balls. So, if I find an Abra, I'm going to go for that instead. Let me go ahead and go to Route 16, or Rusturf Tunnel, place Whismer, which I caught. And now our only encounters are Skitty, Nincada, and Abra. If it's Skitty, I'll be pretty sad. But it's fairly likely. But Nincada is a very good encounter. So good that I might have to ban it. Abra is also a very good encounter, if I can catch it. And I missed it. So that's an Abra, and we missed it. Yeah. So this is evolved. There. And Dewford is only going to be good for the Magikarp. Okay. But I can get the Magikarp immediately, which is good. So, all is left to do here is just clean up this guy for the fight here. The Rocket Grunt. I didn't realize that fight was going to wind up being unskippable. To pass through here. Is there anything remotely interesting over here? An ether. Well, ethers are alright. And Chesto berries could come in handy sometimes. Yeah, the rest of these are kind of a waste. I think there's a TM on the other. If I fight those other trainers though, but I don't know what TM that even would be. So I'm not going to really worry about it. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's just deal with this. I have a Poochyena. I'll use Gust. Make short work of him. And we're blocked off by rocks, so even though the path is cleared here, we still cannot do that. Well, that would have been an option to maybe secure the aberrant counter if I remembered the great ball there, because the great ball may be better than premier ball. I think they're equivalent, but I'm not super sure. Okay, so we're about to have a fight with May. I'll accept it, I guess. Let me switch to Beautify on this. Okay. And running into a fight that for area we already cleared. Fun stuff. I didn't really want to register him. Just means more annoying calls later. So I think this is either a tentacle encounter or else... Oh, Route 107. So we actually get another encounter for this. Oh. I did not know this. Let's see. So with a old rod, it is either a Magikarp or a Tentacool. And in Dewford Town, it is also either a Magikarp or a Tentacool. So we're guaranteed both a Magikarp and a Tentacool. Very nice. And yeah, Magikarp is pretty much always worthwhile if you can get one. This Gyarados is a stat monster. And Tentacool is also pretty good as well. Hmm. I mean, I could go to Mars Shop and use Water Gun on it, perhaps, because he at least resists that. Hopefully it's a catch now. Okay, good. It took a lot more Pokeballs than it should have. So we secured a nice Magikarp as well as a Tentacool. Very nice. So Wingull is the only thing for Route 106. I'm not sure what Route 106 is. The Granite Cave could be a lot of stuff. I would personally like... I think I'd like any of these. Geodude is probably the best. Probably. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say. Alright. Okay, so with that, I'm going to call it for this episode. So far this run, we were able to get the first gym badge and several encounters. We did miss out on an Abra encounter, but otherwise everything is going just fine. In the next run, we'll go ahead and get the second badge and head to Slateport and try to get to Mauville. Anyway, peace.